Have you been to girls' hostel lately? You will think it's nursery school. Have you seen their lines? No, has any of you seen the lines where ladies hang their clothes in girls' hostel? You will think you are passing through a crèche. Because you cannot imagine that a teenager can enter inside the thing that you see hanging there. You will literally think that it's a crèche, that maybe nannies just wash their clothes and then they hung it on the line. You will be shocked that undergraduate we enter inside that thing. Oh, now you people are ashamed of, you will say it before I move on. No. If you wear dinner gown for dinner, sexy dressing is for what? Gradually, we're getting there. Now, at what point then has it become a Christian thing for Christians to say, oh, sis, you look sexy? How did we get here? You look sexy. And you didn't go back home to go and weep and say, Lord, purge me. Have you not seen people that move about with that? They are bag that in multi-purpose bag that they carry, sisters. There is nothing that cannot come out of that bag. Table tennis bat, baseball bat, they nothing. Sleep. That sleep on is our culture is very close to that their culture. We are a proverbial culture, we are a parabolic culture, we are a metaphoric culture. We use a lot of metaphors, we use a lot of parables, we use a lot of proverbs. It's like them. That sleep on, hey, it's like that my cousin that my grandmom told us when we were leaving the house, we were going to church, because they had reported her the other time we went to church, that she was walking on the road, which is dangerous. Instead of walking by the side, she was walking on the main road. So the next time we were going to church, my grandmom that was with us at that time now called her and he said, Gladys, say, ma, say, as you people are going, walk on the road. Go and walk on the road. That's how Gladys entered the road. So we're trying to say, Gladys, you people did not hear when Oja said I should walk on the road? That as you are going to church, go and walk on the main road that they told her. Do you think it meant go and walk on the main road? Oh, you don't get it still. Okay. Then that same visit that she came towards that same period, the other day they gave her food to come and give that my same grandmother. So she brought the food. Hey, face me. She brought the food and held it in the tray and said, Oja, this is your food. Oja now said, do not Jimmy. Put it on my head. And Gladys did like this. So now you understand this slip on. You see this slip on? This slip on is in the same category as put it on my head. If you know what is good for you, don't sleep on. This time that they say, sleep on. Okay, you are in trouble. That's what it means. Sleep on. The other, let me tell you, hello. The personal side of that story with Jesus is that I have secured what I came here to do. My own has been resolved. If you guys like, just sleep. In case you thought you came here to do me a favor, just continue sleeping, Sleep. Don't worry. Don't watch. Don't pray anymore. Sleep. But I tell you that the hour of darkness is come, and the Son of Man is now about to be delivered into the hands of sinners. And you know what happened? When it was time and Jesus was going there to the cross, none of those people was around Jesus, including the one that said, Lord, to whom shall we go? And I'm hoping, I'm looking forward to seeing Peter, and I'd love to ask him that day, to say, Peter, that day, to whom did you go? The only time when we could say your master actually needed you, you bailed on him. To whom did you go? When Jesus said, will you also go? You were the one that answered for everybody. You said, Lord, to whom shall we go? We believe and we are convinced that you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. To whom shall we go? On the day that Jesus needed people to stand with him, the question is, to whom did Peter go? He was nowhere to be found. Because your secret failures in the place of prayer will soon manifest as public failures. People fail in the secret before they fail in public. To whom shall we go? So we will now turn the question over to Peter. To whom did you go? I thought you said you were not going anywhere. You were the one saying you will die with Jesus. Talk is cheap. The one who knows the end from the beginning told you, if we will survive this thing together, watch, pray. How did Peter, how was he able to afford sleep in the face of the tutorial that Jesus was running for them? How was it convenient for Peter to sleep at such an hour? Do you know how delicate, terrible this thing is? When Jesus was finally on the cross and he's about to die now, he looks around him in John chapter 19, and the Bible said, knowing that everything was accomplished but that scriptures might be fulfilled, he said, I thirst. Before Jesus said I thirst, he had looked around and then he saw his mother and the disciple whom he loved. Only one disciple was found around the cross of Jesus, and it's not the one you would have thought. The most notable disciple of Jesus is Peter. Now, if Jesus asks a question, even if nobody wants the lecturer to go so that they will have rest of mind, that person say, no sir. We had one student like that in my class in secondary school. One day, almost to the end of the class, math teacher, do you understand? We want the man to go. Everybody started, yes sir. I remember her name, but let me not call her name. She said, no sir. The man answered, which part do you not understand? She said, everything. The man said, get out of my class. Get out of get out of my class. Peter is that student. Anyhow he must talk. When it was time to walk the talk, Peter was nowhere to be found. Jesus looked to the right, looked to the left. It was only one disciple, unnamed, in this story. You have to do some digging to find out that it was John the Beloved. All right? That Jesus found. And then Jesus saw his mother. So Jesus turned to the mom and said, woman, behold your son. And turned to that disciple and said to that disciple, behold your mother. And the Bible said from that moment, that disciple took her unto his own home. Who do you think Jesus would have entrusted his mother into his care before he leaves the earth? Of all his disciples, you would have imagined it would be Peter, but he was absent. Where did Peter go? Sister, when your day breaks, may there be no vacancy. May your space not be empty. When Jesus looks around, may you still be standing there. In winter, in sunshine, in summer, in rain, may you still be standing there. May you be in the company of them that say, I will be a true soldier. I will die at my post. We are in a day now where people are arguing, Christians are arguing whether it is okay for a lady to show cleavage. You are trying to get married, all your breast is outside, and then they say, hey, what took your idea? Are you in your normal senses? Why did she dress like that if she was not wanting for us to look? I say this and then wrap up on prayer. Everybody dresses for all of us. Nobody dresses for himself. Nobody dresses for herself. I doubt that any of you slept in what you are wearing now. Sir, is that what you want to sleep? Was this what you want to sleep? Bro, was this how you slept? Sister, was this what you want to sleep? You see, when it was time to come here, the thing that was good enough when you were alone in your room, you didn't think it was good enough to wear it when you are coming here. The same you that wore it in your room is still the same you that is here. The only thing that changed is the rest of us. It means that the reason why you are not wearing what you wore in your room is because of the rest of us. You are the constant, both in your room and in this space, isn't it? So if it was good enough when you were alone in your room, and it's no more good enough when you are here, it means it's not you that's the issue, because it's the same you that wore it in your room. It's still the same you here. The only difference in this equation is the rest of us. So I want to submit to you, without fear or favor, you dress for us. So don't complain when we talk about how you dress. You dress for us. You dress for us. Yeah, in fact, more so in this day and age, and male and female, and it's even more obvious with the females. Have you not seen people that move about with that their bag, that a multi-purpose bag that they carry? Sisters, you know, there is nothing that cannot come out of that bag. Table tennis bat, baseball bat, they nothing. Camp gas, they can pull it out of it. So sometimes they are moving around with 2 or 3 pairs of shoes. The one they were inside the car is different. Just about when they're about to enter the occasion, they bring out the other one and store the other one. It's painful. Why do you think they are wearing it? Us.
Yes, sir.
Us. Otherwise, why was it okay to wear your slippers when you were just with the Uber driver in the taxi, and suddenly, before you step into the hall, you have to climb something? Because some of the shoes, some people wear, they literally need to climb it. I don't know how. You climb it. I don't know where they used to hide the ladder, but when you see what some people wear, you wonder, like, how did they get there? Like, I'm saying that all of us, we dress for all of us. This was not how I slept. I'm not mad. So when we talk and you say, what took your eyes there? I wear what makes me feel comfortable. Are you a tailor? This thing you are saying makes you feel comfortable. You depend on the creativity and ingenuity of a tailor somewhere to have it. Say, I wear what makes me comfortable. That's why I'm showing your breast. That's what makes you comfortable. When you are visibly uncomfortable, like this. Sometimes we wear it, you will need tissue, you will need a handkerchief, because when you sit down, you put tissue, you put handkerchief. Is that how to be comfortable? You are comfortable? And every 2 minutes you are doing like this. Have you been to girls' hostel lately? You will think it's nursery school. Have you seen their lines? No. Has any of you seen the lines where ladies hang their clothes in girls' hostel? You will think you are passing through a crèche, because you cannot imagine that a teenager can enter inside the thing that you see hanging there. You will literally think that it's a crèche, that maybe nannies just wash their clothes and then they hung it on the line. You will be shocked that undergraduate we enter inside that thing, that 8-year-olds we find skimpy. Who did this to you? Who did it to you? Sister, in case you are not aware, we did not so learn Christ. We need to learn Christ. Oh, in the Old Testament, God said that garments should be made for his priest, and he said they should make it for glory and for beauty. God is interested in what you wear, and the code of the kingdom, glory and beauty. There is something God calls beautiful. Beauty is not in the eye of the beholder. There's a metric in the heavens. There's what God calls beautiful. He says God made to grow every plant that was pleasant to the eyes. There is a definition for that which is beautiful by heaven. People dress for the occasion. People dress for the occasion. So when you dress sexy, what's the occasion? Talk to me. People dress for the occasion. So when you dress sexy, what's the occasion? Talk to me now. You people are now talking as if they borrowed your mouth. What's the occasion? Talk to me. When you are going for a standard dinner, there's a dinner gown, there's a dinner wear. Where they know that you are going for dinner, isn't it? So when you dress sexy, what's the occasion? I can hear you. Oh, now you people are ashamed of, you will say it before I move on. No. If you wear dinner gown for dinner, sexy dressing is for what? No, gradually we are getting there. Now, at what point then has it become a Christian thing for Christians to say, oh sis, you look sexy? How did we get here? You look sexy, and you didn't go back home to go and weep and say, Lord, purge me. Daughter of Sarah, how can you dress sexy? What's the occasion?
There's no day I don't laugh. I laugh in the morning, laugh in the afternoon, laugh in the night. I laugh about your tie, about your coat, about your haircut. Because he that seated in heaven shall. And where am I seated? And so what should I do? If you are not laughing, where are you? Somewhere.
Oh, are they with?
So refreshed.